Looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Can he get there on the ground? Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 30. Inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Running with purpose. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And a good timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Looking to pass. It's Starks. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The DB's backing off from the line now. From the shotgun, drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
The offense still out there. 4 seconds to play in the half. Looking downfield. It's Starks. Contact as he threw it. And that ball is incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Badgers will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. And this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? You can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Snags the quick throw. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid first down gain, sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles, but the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Back to pass. It starts. And he pulls in the catch. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Toss play. Back heads to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and 1st downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Some good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
Wisconsin, 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Starks. looking to set up a screen pass here. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And the Badgers will have 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Francis. He'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. Dropping back, it's Starks. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop with this defense on 4th down.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
Hey, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they're selling out against this run game.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
1st and 10 play coming up. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down play coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Direct snap to the back. Fighting him off. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's 2 separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd had these 3rd downs, only to give up 1st downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important 2nd down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team.